Hello my students, how are you? Grade 6. Today we'll solve weekly assessment number 10. Listen to me about question number 1. First, choose the correct answer. Number 1, water temperature depend on the heating duration. Then, dependent variable here, it will be heating duration. We have water like this and fire down. Okay, fire down. Okay, the water temperature like 30 degree or 50 degree depend on what? Heating duration. Then see, depend on heating duration, we call it dependent variable. Choose letter A. The answer here will be letter A, heating duration. Number 2, equation for total cost to buy number for apple n of each of 5 pounds. The pounds of each one apple equal 5 pounds. The total will be 5 product by n. The number of apples product the price of each one, and t equal 5n. We have in this solution t equal 5n, but you can write also n. The number of apples equals the total amount divided the price of each one. N equal t divided by 5. Okay, where n equal t divided by 5 is t divided by 5. Okay, t equal n divided by 5. It's divided. Okay, like this question in Arabic here, look, n equal t divided by 5. N equal t divided by 5. Look at again, the translation not good here. Okay, so the solution n equal t divided by 5 or t equal 5 times n. So you must choose letter C. Letter C here, t equal 5 times n or t equal n times 5. But in Arabic it's wrong about them. In the Arabic right here n equal t times 5, it's wrong. Okay, so t equal n times 5 here, it's correct. Choose letter C. The answer correct, letter C. Or you can, if you found in the example n equal t divided by 5, must choose it. So t equal 5 times n or t equal n times 5. Choose letter C. Next question, number 3. Number 3, a farmer grows new trees. The height of trees increasing by 10 centimeters every month. What is the independent variable here? He asked about independent. What is the independent here? The number of months. The number of months. Okay, then the independent variable equal number of months, because the trees like this grow every 1 month, every 1 month, 1 month 10 centimeter, 2 months 20, 3 months 30. Then it's depend on here, independent variable, it's meaning depend on what? The number of months. Right here, number of months. The answer will be the number of months. Understood? Next question. Number 4. Khaled saves an amount of money, needing 50 pounds weekly to his saving. Okay, what is the depend variable? He asked about depend, not independent. Depend here, it will be what? The total money. Okay, the depend here, it will be what? Total money with saving. Understood? The money with saving, then the dependent will be the total money which he saved. The total money saved. The total money will be the dependent. Okay, understood? 50 pounds weekly. 50 pounds weekly. If we can write this relation, y equal 50 product by n. In here, the number of weeks. How many week? Like 3 week, 4 week. Then he asked about dependent here, it will be y. Y reverse to the dependent variable. Then the dependent variable here, it will be y. y refers to the total money which Khalid saved, right? The total money saves. Total money saves. Number 5. Store organize discount where the customer gets £10 discount on every product. Okay, every product they pay. What is the dependent variable? If the original product price is X, right? The equation shows the price after discount. Okay, the total, we write Y. The relation like this. Y equal, we have £10 discount from X. Okay, £10 discount from X, like this. Y equal X subtract by 10. X here, the price of one, or the price of one produce or production. Okay, on every product we cancel 10 pounds, we will reduce it, it's discount 10. So he asked about what? He asked about what is the dependent here. Dependent will be Y. It will be the total or the price of one after discount. The price after discount will be D. Here, right here, D. Okay, not Y. Then, what is the dependent variable? The original product, it will be X. Write an equation. The equation D equal X subtract 10. That shows the price after discount will be D. The solution about this equation. Asked about what about dependent variable? The dependent equal or is what? The price. The dependent will be is the price. The price after discount. Okay, D here refers to dependent. The dependent will be D, which is meaning the price after discount. Okay, the price after discount will be D. Next question, model letter B. The independent variable in this situation, distance of car traveled depends on the amount of fuel tanks. Is what? Okay, ask it about independent. Independent where here? Independent will be the fuel in the tank, because the distance depend on, it's depend on what? The fuel of the tank. So the independent here, it will be what? It will be the number of fuel in the tank, which was what? Amount of fuel. The amount of fuel in each tank, which was letter E, letter C. Okay, the answer here will be TCC. Understood? Again, the independent variable in this situation, we have situation means the distance like D is depend on the amount for the tank. The tank, but here X like this, the amount fall in the tank. Okay, then if we have 50 liter, the distance will be going like 1 kilometer. If we have 100 liter, then the distance will be 2 liter, and so on. Okay, so X here we called it independent. Independent here is the fall in the its tank, the amount of full tanks. It shows letter C. Okay, because the distance depend on the amount of the full tank, then the independent here will be the amount of fuel in its tank. It shows letter C. Number 2 is the equation y equal to x plus 1. The independent variable here is x. Choose letter C, independent. Second question. A florist sells cost of flowers, which contains 7 flowers. What is the dependent variable? Asked about dependent variable here. The dependent will be the number of florists of bequest. Like this, if we have 1, we have 7 flowers. If we have 2, bequest, it will be 7 plus 7, it will be 14. If we have 3 bequests, then the number of flowers will be 21, and so on. So the relation, if we write y, the total number here y, he asked about the dependent variable y equals 7 product by x here is the numbers of packets. He asked about the dependent, then the dependent here will be the number of flowers, the independent will be the packets of flowers. Okay, 1 2 3 4 and so on. Then he asked about the dependent variable here. The dependent variable will be y. What is the meaning of y here? Y is the number of flowers. Okay, the answer here, the number of flowers. Understood? Number of flowers. Then the dependent will be number of flowers. Okay, the answer here is the number of flowers. Understood or not? We have like 1 bag, 2 bag, 3 bag. Each bag contains of 3 flowers, of 7 flowers. Then the total depend on the number of bags, of number of baskets. Then the dependent, the result depend on x. X here is the number of bags or number of baskets. But he asked about the dependent. Then the dependent here, the result of the total number. Then the dependent number of flowers. Okay, the number of flowers, it will be the dependent. Next question, number 4. Paint or paint its walls. Takes 3 hours to paint each room. Identify the independent and dependent variables. Okay, we put here y. It's the number of hours, total of number of hours depend on the number of room. Okay, if we put x here, reverse to the number of rooms, and each room takes 3 hours. Each one or any room take 3 hours to painting. Okay, then the dependent here will be y equal what? The dependent will be the number of hours, and the independent will be the number of rooms. Okay, right, the independent will be x, reverse to number of rooms. Okay, independent x, number of rooms. Number of rooms. And dependent will be y, dependent y, number of hours. Okay, the number of hours, it will be what? Dependent. And independent, number of rooms. Okay, next question, number 5. School organized a trip to visit a museum. The entrance ticket price for one student is 15 pounds. Okay, each students he must pay 15 pounds. Identify the independent and dependent variables, write the equation, the expression to total cost key, the number of students n. Then we can write k equal 15 times n. Then the dependent variable here, it will be k, the total cost. Then the dependent, it will be k, total cost. And independent, it will be n, number of students. Next question is group letter C, model C. Grows a plant depends on amount of water it receives. Depend variable here equal what? Depend here, it will be the number of what? It depend on amount of water it receives. It's depend on, it's meaning dependent. Here he asked about the dependent result. Okay, what's the result here? The plant growth of a plant. It depend on amount of water. Then the independent here, it will be amount of water, and the dependent will be growth or plant. Okay, like plant here, going to here, at first day, or if we have 1 liter, it will go in this 2 liter, go up 3 liter. So we controlled about the number or amount of water. It's a control, okay? Control, you control by amount of water. Then the results will be the variable is the growth of plant. Then the dependent is the result. What is the result? It's the dependent of the variable, okay? Or the here growth of the plant. The growth of plant. What here? Yes, plant grow. Choose letter C. So letter C refers to what? Dependent variable. Then the dependent variable here, the length of the plate. Depend on what? The amount of water. Then the amount of water depend on water. Independent water. Amount of water independent. Independent, its meaning depend on, okay? This word depends on, its meaning independent. He asked about dependent. Independent will be growth. Okay, growth and growth. Choose letter C. Next question, number 2. In the equation y equal 3x plus 5, independent variable here x, choose letter C. Independent x and y dependent, choose letter C. Next question. Sammy reads a book. He reads 20 pages every day. What is the independent variable here? He asked about independent. What is the independent and dependent? He reads a book. Okay, he reads 20 pages every day. Then the number here of days, number of days, it will be independent. First day he will read 20 pages. Like this, the total t equal 20 times x, or y refers to the total number of pages. The total number of pages, it will be y, and x refers to the number of days. Here number of pages, y refers to number of pages, and x refers to number of days. So he asked about what? Asked about independent here x, number of days. Then the answer will be number of days. Then the independent, the solution about this question, the answer will be number days. Okay, the answer will be number of days. It's independent. Next question. Or collected stamps. He already has 30 stamps now and pays 5 new ones every month. What is the independent variable here? The independent here is the number of months. Because if we write the relation here, y, the total number of stamps equals 30 plus 2, 5 product by x. X here refers to the number of months. Okay, then the independent variable here x refers to what? Number of months. Okay, the solution here about this question, the independent variable, it will be number of days. The number of days. Okay, next question. There are 500 liter water in the water tank, and 20 liter used every day. Identify the independent variable and dependent variable. Write the equation where the amount of water of tank m after number of days d. Okay, then the total amount will be m equal, we have 500 liter in the tank. Every day we reduced 20 liters. Subtract by 20 product by the number of days d. Here is the number of days. Then the dependent here will be m. M here refers to dependent. The dependent variable. Here it's total, or the total amount after reduced the amount. Okay, then the dependent variable here will be m, refers to the number of liters after discount or after reduced the liters. And the independent will be m. The independent, it will be day. D refers to the number of days. Then D refers to number of days, and dependent verbal him refers to like this: the amount of water remaining in the tank. The amount of water remaining in the tank. Okay, understood this question? It's important. You must study hard, okay?